Now that Drew Brees has officially announced his retirement, who will be the quarterback of the next chapter for the Saints? I'm Madeline Burke for Sports Illustrated, along with Robin Lundberg. And Robin, Sean Payton says he's looking forward to the open competition between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. Who do you have winning out that battle?
Well, look, I think competition is the right way to go about it. Let somebody earn that spot. And I think Taysom Hill should get a chance. A lot of people scoffed at the idea of him being a quarterback last season. And I thought, yeah, you know better than Sean Payton. However, he will need to refine his passing skills, I think, to be the every down quarterback. And if that doesn't work out, I do believe they could start Jameis Winston and use Taysom Hill more than they did next to Drew Brees, almost a platoon type of situation. And Payton is the kind of coach who's both good enough and maybe arrogant enough to kind of try that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it could work because we got to remember, too, Jameis Winston, yes, he was a #1 overall pick in 2015, but he only saw significant action in 2020 once with the Saints. It was Week 10 against San Francisco. He completed 6 of 10 passes for 60 yards. And yeah, you know what? When he's good, he's good. But those interception issues are still an issue. He had 111 turnovers in 72 games with Tampa Bay. The turnover bug is something that you got to work through. And I'm not sure, and we are not sure how much he's worked through that and how much he's grown to mitigate those turnovers while holding a clipboard on the sideline. I mean, we know the leadership is there with Jameis Winston. We've seen him on Hard Knocks. We've seen what he can do to fire up a team. But turnovers can be costly. Meanwhile, Taysom Hill, I mean, you know, an 8-1 for the Saints over the past 2 years when injuries sidelined Brees. And Hill started 4 of those in 2020. He had nearly 73% of his passes completed, 928 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 98.8 QBR. So he can throw it, but he has been a Swiss Army knife. So to your point, maybe they do both. Who says they have to choose? Maybe they do what the Bachelor franchise did in anointing 2 bachelorettes. Michelle and Katie both get to be Bachelorette next season. So, hey, why not settle with both?
And they already showed that they could win using the, Taysom Hill sort of style, albeit against lesser competition. Ultimately, that's what you want, the results, or as Jameis Winston would put it, eating the W's, right?
Eating the W's. You got to eat the W's. And plus, the Saints have been kind of paving the way for an evolution. I mean, we've seen the game of football evolving over the past decades. Perhaps Taysom Hill and a quarterback of that nature is kind of the signal of where this game is going and where this game is evolving to. And if the Saints want to be trailblazers in that way, they can do so. Also important to remember, they have the number 28 pick in the draft in a couple of weeks. So we'll see what they do with that as well.